Please join me in welcoming to the stage a man who we are so very lucky to have here tonight, Heath's father, as well as the current recipient of the scholarship. Please welcome Kim Ledger and Majan Arya to accept the GQ Legacy Award on behalf of the Heath Ledger Scholarship.
Thank you very much. I stood here, I think it's probably 9 years ago, when Heath posthumously was actually the recipient of one of these amazing GQ awards. I'd like to thank GQ and their new sponsor Audi and all the other supporting sponsors for the amazing work they do to carry on this fantastic awards night. I guess on that night, I couldn't say anything. I came into the room, it was nearly just a little short of 12 months after Heath passed away, and I was meant to make a speech. Well, it's hard to make a speech tonight as well, because that kind of memory doesn't go away. But more importantly, the legacy that Heath has kind of left us, and we've tried to endorse as a family in the loveliest way, and in the most respectful way for my beautiful son, who we admired and respected as well so much, is the Heath Ledger Scholarship. And I guess over the last 9 years, we've been party to seeing some of the most remarkable young people come out of Australia and start to make their pathway across the US in an industry that's so tough, so demanding, in some cases so devastating, yet some of the underlying kindness, assistance and help that Heath had given previous people that were seeking to find their way in this industry. The award has gone a long way to mimic a lot of that, and we're terribly, terribly proud of it, and we want to continue it. I was with Hugh Sheridan, wherever you are out there today, and Hugh said, gee, Kim, I've got a great idea for the scholarship in the next couple of years. Can we discuss it? And he came up with this little idea, and I said, that is amazing, mate. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's about garnishing support for each other. Someone like Hugh putting his hand up with a great idea and coming on board to help us in the next few years. That's what we need. That's how it started out with Heath in life, and that's the way we'd like to perpetuate the whole award. That's all I'd like to say, but I'd like Majan Araya with me now, who is the wonderful recipient of last year's award, to say a couple of words as well. Thank you.
I'd first like to pay a little toast to Mike Christensen, who was actually the first person I spoke to after becoming the recipient. I was tears were falling down everywhere, and I had publicists saying, these people want to speak to you, and one of them was GQ, and I was like, yeah, GQ, let's do that one. And I spoke to Mike, and he's since been such a huge supporter, and also Australians in film that's kind of created a platform for me to kind of go ahead, and since becoming the recipient, my life has completely changed. Heath is the epitome of our craft. Many people here are actors, obviously they relate, and musicians and sports people and business people, and I think we all relate to him, and we all kind of draw a lot from Heath's legacy. And personally, I look forward to honoring that. Mentioning the same name as him just in the same breath as him is an honor, and adding what I can. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Ron. I would like to add one thing, and that is that we are receiving the award tonight on behalf of, well, I am as a patron in Australians in film, but we're certainly receiving this award on behalf of Australians in film. Thank you.
We're just asking everyone this year what Australians should strive for in 2018.
I think tonight was a big eye-opening experience for us to strive for more acceptance, and I think as we move forward, we're realizing that the world is more alike than different, and the world is smaller than we know it, and we all have the same feelings, and to love one another.
Yeah, beautiful. Kim?
No, Jean's right. It's all about loving one another, giving of each other, giving to community, and more of the same of what we've had in recent times. I think it's most important. The only way we're going to really pollinate and at the same time bring, our communities together is if we, carry on that sort of behaviour, for another word.
We're grateful to have you both tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.